If you look at the project folder structure, there is a source folder that has a few folders and files in it. The components folder is the place normally Vue component files are created, but I'm going to create a new folder called pages under source directory and creating user location component there. By right-clicking the source folder and choose the new folder, then I'm going to call it pages. Here is the quick difference about when to create a new component inside pages folder and the components folder. Think about when your component is going to take a whole page on the browser, also be attached to a route such as /login/home. In that case, you create a component inside pages folder. On the other hand, whenever you have a piece of code that is repeated more than one page-based component or repeated multiple times inside a single page-based component, which is the indication that piece of code can be a separate reusable component created inside the components folder. For example, navigation bar, buttons, input fields. Okay, in this case, I'm going to create a page-based component. So select page folder, then right-click on it to create a new file called userlocation.vue. As you can see, I use title case, which is the common best practice when naming a Vue component. Inside the user location Vue component, let's create a template tag, which is where all the HTML code lives inside a single div container. I'm going to create h1 element and say user location page inside it, like so. Now we have a simple page-based Vue component is ready. But how are we going to view this component on the browser? Well, a route needs to be set to this component like /home or /about so that when a user enters any specific route, the component which is attached to the route would be visible on the browser. To attach the home route to the user location Vue component, head over to the route folder and it has an index.js file. Inside the index.js file, for every new route, you will be adding an object which should have at least two properties inside the route array. Path. The value of the path is the URL that user types on the address bar when visiting your app. The second property, component. The value of this property would be the name that you give when importing Vue file that you want to attach to this route. As you can see, it's already set to hello world Vue component for the home route. Let's get rid of that object. I'm going to create a new route object by creating opening and closing curly braces. The first property would be the path, all lowercase with a colon. The value would be / in between quotes, which is the default route. This is the route you would go first when running the application. The second property is component and set its value to the user location.vue component that I have created earlier. At this stage, index.js route file does not know about the user location component, so I need to import it at the top. Import user location. This is the name that you would include as a value of the component property inside the route object. From here's where I would need to specify the location of the component. In my case, inside quotes, @ which takes me to the source directory /pages/user location. As you can see, I did not add the .vue extension at the end as Vue files are inferred with .vue automatically, which is very handy. Let's run it by opening up the terminal and going to the project using cd space your project folder name, then run npm run dev command. Nice. One more thing I'm going to do here is to remove Vue logo. To do that, go to app.vue file, get rid of image tag, which is above the router view directive, as well as clear the style and hit save. Hop over to the browser and now the logo is gone. At this stage, we have successfully created a user location component and assign it to the home route. In the next lesson, let's create this beautiful UI design inside userlocation.vue file using a CSS framework called Semantic UI. Hey, if you want to know more about Google Maps API and how you can use it to enhance location-based services in your JavaScript or Vue.js app, check out my course link in the description below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.